I have a little 90% California native garden. They were all grown by seeds planted by the birds that came to eat my berries in the garden. They planted this right here, which is very, very pretty to me. I do not know what the name of any of these are, but there's just very few plants that can grow in our drought that aren't even when we don't have a drought, we don't have enough water to germinate a lot of different tree seeds except for our natives. And even amongst them, the birds have to be involved. If they didn't go through a bird system and come out, just forget about it. And you can see the drought even took its toll on this. Some of the leaves did die back, but they're staying. I'm not going to take them off because I think it looks better with them than without. And then we got a couple days rain, and I got all these leaves from it. Look at the beautiful red color of the bark on this plant. It's beautiful. I don't see plants like that in the store. I went online and they said it was a ginkgo biloba, but I don't believe it's a ginkgo biloba, but it's beautiful. And this right here is a native Southern California tree. It's native to the Channel Islands. If you look closely, you'll see that it is a cherry tree. It has little cherries on it. It's in the Prunus family. It also is a home to a lot of wildlife, birds and insects and everything. It grows deep roots. You can use it as a hedge. I have trimmed mine into a hedge, but when I cut the hedge off after I pull the fruit off, because I won't, if I shape it like a hedge now, I would lose all my fruit. And food is hard to come by. You can eat the berry of this. The difference between a California cherry and any other cherry is it has a large seed, and you can blanch that cherry seed and use the inside of the cherry pit as food, like a nut, kind of like almonds are actually the seed of a almond tree, not the fruit. You can eat the fruit, which is kind of a sour plum, and then you can eat the almond. Now the last one that grew up for me is this. This is also a native. It bears these flowers at the top of it. It's really pretty. This grew from seed, planted by the birds. All of these are seed grown trees. I planted that one, I think. I'm not sure though. I tried planting it. And then this one, it gets these beautiful flowers. They have a wonderful smell to them. And the leaves are nice and long and pretty. And it just festoons itself with these flowers for about 4 months out of the year. The air is perfumed by it now, and the bees really, really like the flowers on this tree. So those are my California natives that are over here. In another video, I did show you a vine that grows all throughout my garden, and it is a California native as well. It's drought tolerant. There's the vine. It gets pretty white, fragrant flowers, but the bees have to learn to avoid them. I think this plant is a meat eater. I have no proof of it. Nobody will tell me, but it doesn't attract any pollinators. And yeah, that's what I gotta say about that one. And it gets these big fruits on it, and nothing seems to eat its big fruits, but the plants then go everywhere. I wonder if you can see the flowers on that better there. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful tree. And it's easy to prune. You can keep it whatever shape you want to. It was actually, what you're seeing here is a branch that went to the side. The tree had actually grown forward to get shade. And see there, the branches, it was growing forward, it grown down here, and I didn't know it was a tree. Otherwise, I would have left it growing down there. But, so I trimmed it back there thinking it was a shrub, and then once the branch got really tall, I was like, oh man, if I get another one, I'm gonna train it to grow down into this space here so that I can have some tree flowers growing up from here, because I mean, those are beautiful flowers, and they'd make great bouquets if I could you know, if I had enough for me and the bees. Right now, that's all I got. It's not enough, so yeah. Oh, I got one other California native, which is also a native of Texas. This is our native sunflower. Yeah. And it's a blue leaf sunflower. It's also a native. It range all the way to Texas, like El Paso, Texas, the droughty areas. And look at the downy blue flowers it has that keeps the moisture in it. Flower's really good. It does attract all kinds of pollinators. And happy fall, y'all. So I've got some fall flowers, courtesy of the natives. Even in spite of the drought. What a blessing.